leaving his hiatus and also leaving behind his meme super heavy.
Thank God.
Right?
Amen.
Like, I'm so happy that that man's like actually playing the game now, as opposed to whatever the hell he was doing before. But
he's waiting for them to play the game for sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
we also have Poison back, which is cool.
Oh, true.
A
Super
couple
dope.
other dudes.
Yeah, we got KOM against Beef. Yeah, KOM, like we touched
Beef.
on earlier, super good Peach player. Beef, a Sonic that is new since Wi-Fi, plays a very, very patient, slow play style, so we'll be
Not
here.
bad at all, though. And I feel like also that that playstyle of Sonic in particular is very strong against Peach, right? Because
Probably.
Peach has like solid mobility, but they don't really have the tools to force their way in against more defensive playstyles. So definitely, it's going to be interesting to see how KOM kind of grapples with that.
Yeah, we're already seeing about how the set's going to go in terms of pacing.
Yeah.
Maybe with a little more options at kill percent to try and get the kills, but both players just really don't want to over-invade each other's space. They don't want to get blown up.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't want to lose the percent lead so that they get blown up harder.
Exactly.
And timed out harder.
And as you've been saying that, right, Beef has put himself in a couple situations to get punished with grabs, turn himself out of shield, and it's taken about 50%, in the last 30 seconds just from making bad decisions on the approach. So.
I do think, like a lot of people, especially in New England, get really annoyed playing against Beef just because it's a very patient Sonic that plays to literally time you out if he has to.
That's true.
I think he does something right that a lot of people in this region don't do right, and it's he understands how to play the clock.
Yeah.
Like, not to play to time out. Like, he still needs to learn how to play aggressively, and he still needs to learn how to actually mix in, like, aggressive mix into playing the clock to make his, like, patience that much scarier. But
but like, in general, though, I agree with what you're... Oh, shoot.
Wow, what a find from KOM. That was a good reaction.
Yeah, for sure. In general, though, I get what you're saying, because I feel like a lot of people in this region definitely need to... like, patience is just a thing that, like, I feel like we need to work on as a group, right? But yeah, no, Beef definitely could stand to hold for just a little bit more. But the degree of patience that he's got is something that, like, is just completely absent from so many players. Like, I'm a big fan. All right, I don't know if I'm a fan of that kind of patience. You're down to stock, buddy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like,
that's the thing that he really needs to just, like, figure out. Test. All right, we're out.
Test. We're good?
Back.
All right, chilling.
All right, yeah, since we took a brief hiatus from speaking.
Brief break.
It looks like KOM might be taking the second stock against Beef here, unless Beef can find. Yep, an air dodge.
Yep, finds the air dodge there with the forward smash. Still 100% down, though, so a little bit of a comeback here for Beef to make, which, as we've established, might not be the easiest thing for him to do.
Yeah, I really think it's going to be a very slow burning match. It's going to be difficult for Beef to make some sort of comeback. Unless KOM just gets really impatient out of nowhere, or Beef gets like a gimp off, I feel like...
That forward air, but make it back. Yeah, I feel like... Actually, Beef is I feel like, going to have kind of a hard time in this match for something that you mentioned earlier, right? Like, I think I think the best area that you want to exist in against Peach is, like, close enough that they can't safely pull turners, but also far enough away that you can kind of react to any kind of way they might want to force their way in against you. And I feel like Beef, way too often, is much farther away than that, which is letting KOM kind of have his way with him in neutral.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like you said. It's just letting him have his way with him, or it's just letting him pluck turnips if he doesn't want to try and get something off of it. And it's just like...
The thing is, like, you don't have to be pressing a button all the time, but just pressuring...
At least take the space,
Yeah, just pressuring Peach with your presence in that area, especially as a character as fast as Sonic, is a lot stronger than hanging out on the other side of the stage.
Yeah, you're essentially just extending your burst range even further, and it's what will make a lot of the options he's trying to throw out a lot more, like, hit. Like, he'll actually hit them more often because he'll be closer range, which will be harder to react to, which means there's going to be more burst options thrown out.
Exactly.
I don't need to explain this to the rest of chat like they're 5, but...
And also, you're Sonic. Like, your burst is going to be better than Peach's anyway. So
Oh,
it's not like you're putting yourself in a bunch of danger by being a little bit closer to it.
Yeah, you're playing the fastest character in the game. If you think they're going to approach, you dash back.
Yeah, you literally just leave, and that's fine.
And it covers almost everything. Like...
Yeah. A little bit off on that up smash, but...
It should be, I was going to say,
it's gonna be a wrap
should be
there,
just a little bit before KOM just catches a jump or catches him on the ground for too long.
Yeah, exactly. But pretty slow game one here, which, as we established, pretty much what we were expecting. Gonna go the way of KOM, but yeah, I feel like Beef is gonna have like a really hard time in the rest of the set if he doesn't kind of like make himself get a little bit closer to Peach, kind of in that burst range that we were talking about.
I agree. I think Kalos is actually a bad pick here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he doesn't go somewhere like Smashville where he can still kind of.
Yeah, I'd like to see like a Smashville, a Battlefield pick maybe.
Yeah, because you can at least still stay in the corner like you're kind of opting to do while pressuring. But
yeah. Like on stage like Smashville, like if your goal is to stay in the corner, like that's okay because half of the stage is corner on that stage. So like you're still able to pressure people. But here I feel like just giving yourself that space to like run away without really doing anything for it isn't going to do you any justice.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see if he extends his lead here. He does. Almost had the backer there. I think he got a C6 screwed, unfortunately.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sakurai, please fix the C6.
Please fix this game, bro.
But yeah, it's about even. Not much else to really say.
Yeah, regardless of our trash talk, he is making it kind of work here. A little opening here with the turn throw into the F throw.
Back air? No, not gonna go for it.
Not quite.
I feel like
he tried to land it on the spring there.
I feel like another place where Beef just kind of falls short, and it's a much more of a minor place than just the straight up not approaching. He doesn't go for enough just rising aerials at kill percent. Like he'll always go for the F smash or he'll go for a landing bear. He'll never try to scout out the jumps ever, and it kind of makes it so KOM can freely just float in the air a lot more than he would be able to in this matchup.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the big advantages of playing a faster character, and especially someone as fast as Sonic, is that you're able to kind of use that bigger burst range and use those fast options to kind of restrict your opponent's movement and make them feel unsafe to do certain things. But we're not really seeing that KOM has a ton of reason to not feel comfortable in this matchup.
Oh wow, what a find! I'm actually surprised that he reacted with that F smash.
No, that was really tight. That was nice.
We'll see how he plays the stock lead.
Yeah, imagine having a stock lead.
Yeah, Peach forward air is a move. I don't agree with the Kalos. I feel like if he loses stock lead once against KOM, it's over. KOM already held stock lead really well on Final Destination, and Kalos just gives him more ability to stall.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I think he's just more trying to test KOM's patience with the stage, which, I mean, I guess.
If that's your goal, you already see that didn't really work game one, so I'd rather not try that again on a bigger stage, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's going about as even as it went, but there just comes a point where KOM gets in with one interaction, plays his lead like a competent player plays his lead, and then there's not much to be done from that range.
Yeah, it's just tough.
I know it sounds like smack talk, but it's genuinely just analyzing the matchup and what could be done better.
Yeah, no, we're not trying to trash on Beef at all right now.
If a strategy works, use it.
Sure.
Especially in tournament when there's money in the line, dude. I respect all strategies.
Whoa.
I don't respect.
All right, see now I think we're in a really tight spot if we're Beef, right? We got 60%. KOM not really at kill percent. What is going on? Okay.
That's the thing, dude. It's because you reach this point where you don't have to lead anymore, and now you has to play aggro.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's
now you have to put yourself in risky situations. You have to take gambles, basically.
Yeah, and you haven't been taking those gambles the whole entire match, so you don't know what aggressively is going to work and what's not going to work.
Exactly.
You haven't tested your opponent's intelligence at all.
You haven't put KOM in this situation at all the entire game, or the entire set rather. So. Yeah, you've got no idea what's going to work, what's not going to work. You just know that you have to make something happen, but you don't know necessarily how to do it. And that's not a great situation to be in.
Oh wow, I'm surprised he didn't fit.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, KOM. Jeez, Beef gonna be angling the forward smash well there though, getting the stock.
I feel like something that Beef actually has been improving on these last couple of stocks. He's actually been catching KOM out of his ground floats a lot more consistently, which is neat. That's how he's taking both of these stocks, so that's cool. That said, though, that might be a little bit too late, just because.
I think he can do it. He just has to play really, really well here and play with momentum, which I just haven't really seen much of from him before.
We haven't seen that, yeah. I feel like Beef is a player who is a lot better kind of at extracting himself from disadvantage than by pushing his own advantage against the opponent. And to be fair, the former there is a very good skill to have in a player. But the thing is that, in order to make full use of that relies on you getting hit, which is, not great.
Right.
So, if that's, your best point as a player, then there's only so far that you can go with that. So.
Yeah, just catching him.
Yeah, just going to catch that air dodge up to the platform with forward air, and that's going to be that.
Yeah, he, I feel like just kind of had a lot of moments in disadvantage. Like, surprisingly enough, like, I agree with you. Like, his ways out of disadvantage were his best point, but KOM, like, still was able to, like, pinpoint habits there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm streaming. But he did a really good job at catching something. It was definitely something real intelligent that I forgot right